Here it is, my E36 Avus Blue M3. I've had this car for quite a while. Just could never get it to work. Not work, but never get it right. I bought it sight unseen. Biggest mistake. When I got it, I didn't like the power that it was producing. Honestly, it was kind of slow for me. Not that I like them super fast, but it was so slow that my girlfriend's, like 3 Series was destroying me. So I was like, yeah, this is not it. This is not it's not a real good driving experience. So I did go and I said, screw it, I'm gonna turbo build this. Don't know why I did it. If anybody's listening and you want more power out of E36, please just go S54. Just listen to me when I tell you S54. Don't mess with the whole turbo stuff. It's just not worth it. The amount of money that you're going to put into it, and it's always complex. Like, you just want to drive, or you want to get into the car and you want to enjoy it. S54 is the way to go. And we're still here. Like, this is why the car is still not done. I've owned this car for now, I want to say 4 years. 4 years, and it's been sitting in my ownership. I mean, I've driven it 5 times just because it's been problematic. So when I went to go turbo build it, we went through the motor, just make sure that it's healthy, and it's not. I'll go ahead and play a clip here. And as you can see, the motor was it was toast. And it's crazy because it drove just fine. I even, after I purchased it, I went to go take it to the shop, and they're like, oh, some oil spills, oil leaks here and there, some gaskets that we have to redress. But other than that, the car seems healthy. Couldn't be further from the truth. The motor was completely, as you saw, like terrible. So I did source another S50 block engine with very low miles. I think the engine, I have the S50 in here from another car that I purchased. The engine had about 70,000 miles on it, so very low miles for an E36. We went completely through it. Engine's healthy. Compression tested also very well. So yeah, we thought we were out of the woods. We upgraded all the cooling, everything we went through completely. 62 turbo, big intercoolers. Everything is completely done. Active bodywork headers, full exhaust. It is for what I thought was going to be good to go. But still, we're here. I can't figure it out. I don't know if it's a misreading on the cluster. I just got to figure it out. So I'm gonna have another guy out here, a new guy that's been highly recommended, to check it out, to finally fix it. But things that I've done, these are actually glass headlights. I did have upgraded halos, so I think those are pretty sweet. Things that need to be done. I need to get a new one of these moldings. I think it's called crown moldings for the wipers. I want to get new wipers too, just because it just looks janky. I did order these new seals, and I put them on. Oh, I didn't put them on. The shop put them on, and they just completely bent it. Not good. And I'm such a nice guy that I just said, because they had they did it once, they bent it, and then they had to do it again. They bent it. I'm like, dude, just forget it. I'll just take it for what it is. So I got to get that new. I want to get new trims all around. I do have the new covers for the door handles, so I just got to put that on. I did put this new. I put this new. I put the new seal in the front and in the rear, so that is new. I did put the lightweight wing, but it's been sitting. So the Florida Sun did absolutely cook it, so that's gonna have to go right back to the paint shop. I don't know. Then again, it's the rest of the car, for the most part, it's fine. So maybe they just didn't put enough clear, and that's why it got completely smoked. I'm not sure. I'm not a body guy, but we're gonna go ahead and get that done. I do need a new tail light because this one has water seeping inside it. So I got to go ahead and source that. I'm gonna get a brand new diffuser because while we're at it, I'm gonna change everything. Right? It's completely refreshed. The stuff that is sun faded and that's gonna need addressed, like the roof, it's gonna need some help. I don't know, maybe some detailers, my friend can maybe work it, but honestly, I'm just gonna get it completely sprayed. Yeah, it's there, right? And again, I took out, so the reason why, again, I don't have a bumper here is because I'm doing certain things to the bumper. I actually have it in my office. Let's go ahead and look into it. So I did buy this carbon fiber lip, so I think it looks really good. My car was missing the brake ducts right here on each side, so I'm gonna go ahead and get brand new brake ducts on each end. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the fog light cover plate delete. So that way, I don't like fog lights, strictly on M3s. Really, the M3s don't have it after this, like the E92 doesn't have it and I kind of like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that completely, do the cover plate for that and match it by this. I wanna change this trim because this is for like if you live in a state that requires a front plate, and here in Florida we don't. So they do sell one that just says BMW. So I'm gonna get that. Love this spoiler, this front lip. It's all carbon fiber. I don't really see people rocking these, honestly. I see the ones that everybody rocks, like the GT ones, but I don't know. I kind of like the carbon. It looks pretty good, especially on the Avus. I did change this grill because when I purchased the car, I had what's called a luxury grill, and I wasn't a fan of that just because I'm building a turbo. My office is a mess, so please ignore that. That's my Santorini. Blue, I typically have it in the warehouse, but when I have it here, I have it in this carport. I'm gonna actually have a carport built so that way the Santorini can stay. So I'm gonna have an actual, like, an enclosed carport built in the side of the house. But anyways, let's go to the interior. So no shocker, no door cards. That's an E36. Now I do have the door cards, just the little plastic pieces are broken, so I have to go ahead and get that fixed. There's a kit that they sell, so I'm gonna get that done. I do have all the moldings here. I just got to replace all the clips because they were broken. Because one thing is, I did do, this car had a gray Dove interior. It's disgusting. So I actually had to take apart this whole interior, go ahead and find and allocate a black carpet, which I did. And I'll show you a picture right there. And you can see I changed everything, even the dash. So the dash was gray, and I allocated this as well, and I completely replaced it. It was the biggest pain in the you know what. Rear seats, I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna do a rear seat delete, and then just an Alcantara back here. And then here, I do already have the material for the M-Rain. I'm gonna do M-Rain with Alcantara. So I don't know if I should do the matching on both front and rear seats. Guys, let me know in the comments. Should I do the seat delete with the Alcantara, or should I match the Rain seats from the front and rears? Let me know. I do want to change the steering wheel, so we'll see. I did change the knob. It's little subtle things, but there's things I got to replace. The radio's out because I bought the Continental in the shop that I told to do it. They couldn't figure it out, and then they spliced my cables, and then I don't know where the OEM original plugs are, so now I'm stuck with that. I have to figure that out. So I'm either gonna have to try to find that harness online and just cut the tips and then solder them back on and just put back the OEM radio, or I'm not sure. But again, the car hasn't started in a very, very long time. I had to charge the battery. My windshield is cracked, so I got to go ahead and get a new one. I got to get this new. But let's turn it on. I had to charge the battery just because it was completely shot. So you see, it's just not starting right. I think it has something to do with my fuel pump, because it just runs like shit. Because something's going on with the fuel pump where it's just either it's delivering too much fuel and the car is running rich and kind of flooding the system. And that's why I had to take out the rear seat to access that fuel pump, to unplug it, so I can, pretty much the car can burn through the fuel and then the car can start. So I got to figure that out. I do have a tune on this car, obviously, because it's turbo. So I don't know whether we have to upgrade the fuel pump or mess with the tune. I'm not sure. That is way above my pay grade. I'm not the most mechanical inclined individual, so I will admit that. But I refuse to give up, guys. I refuse to give up. I have the pillars coming. I'm gonna do a full Alcantara headliner, but I refuse to give up. Now the clock spring is also broken. That's why my horn doesn't work. So I got to get that new. It's so crazy. Like, again, like stuff like this is broken that I have to replace. It's stuff like this that adds up, right? And I already spent more money on this car than honestly it's even worth. So I'm already deep in, right? So at this point, I just want the car done. A lot of my friends are just like, why are you still at it? I'm at it because I'm already deep. I'm like in the deep end. So I have to finish it. I have to finish it. If I'm gonna spend this kind of money, and I feel like I'm almost there, we just gotta figure out the small things. The car is running, right? The turbo is brand new. The bolt-ons are, everything's working. Something is going on that's running the car a little rich. For one, I think it's the fuel pump, or the two. We got to figure that out. And why is it running hot, right? Now, it doesn't get all the way, obviously, to the red. It would go 3/4 of a way and then stop, but it won't cool back down. So I got to figure that out, what's going on. But stay tuned, guys. I mean, if you want to see the progress of this build, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will consistently keep you updated. I'm gonna try to keep posting as much as I can, just because I have so many cars. I mean, that there's just so much content that you can film, and you guys haven't even seen all of it yet, right? I still have other cars that I've not even posted on this channel. So yeah, I'm gonna try to be committed to this whole YouTube thing, of course. And let's start with this. Let's get this E36, one of the cleanest, but also one of the best performing ones yet. So stay tuned. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.